Hey everybody, this is Ozark Prepper 1, and I'm going to do a follow-up on a review I did a while back on my Husqvarna 445 chainsaw. I've had this chainsaw for probably 10 years, and it has been the best chainsaw I've ever owned. Not too many complaints on this saw. Mine has a 16-inch bar, and we're running, let's see here, 325 pitch, 50 thousandths, 66 drive links chain. And this saw has, one bolt here, your adjuster here for your chain tension. It's got a good brake on it that works. Works perfect. Now let's turn it around here. It's got the decompression valve here, which is so you don't destroy this like I did once. There's your primer bulb. It says 3 times here, but you better do it about 10 on a cold day, because it starts good though. And let's see, the one issue that I don't like about this saw, and it hasn't given me any trouble, but it does not have an adjustable oiler like a lot of saws do. And one thing I noticed on this saw, it has provisions for one, I guess for another model of chainsaw, they still use the same plastic or whatever they make it out of. They still have the groove cut out for it, but there's nothing up there. I already looked. But this saw's never let me down. And it performs good as far as it's got plenty of power, and idle's perfect, always starts. I've never had any issues with erratic idle or anything like that. And for the most part, it's done every job I've ever wanted to do with it, even jobs way too big for it. And it's actually paid for itself about, 150 times or more. One of the things I do in the wintertime that some of you might relate to is, I'm going to find it first before I can tell you about it. Okay? And I'm just using this as an example. This isn't the brand I use. But okay. Do you see what this says here? 20 weight. It's a low weight oil. Well, in the wintertime, I will take some of this and I'll take a jug of bar oil, which is a gallon jug, and I'll mix those 50-50. And I'll mix those 50-50 actually into a bottle like this, because that's exactly what I have mine in, and I do that with everything. Because when you're out there in the middle of the woods or something, or if you're on a job site and you're working, you don't want to get oil all over everything. Some people say, well, I like to put a little oil on my bar whenever I put some in here. That's fine if you like to do that. Not everybody does. I personally don't do it. Sometimes I may put a dab right here, but when you put your oil in like this, you can't spill it unless you're an absolute idiot. I mean, look, that is just the way to do it. So if you have a small grease bottle or old Lucas bottle like this, it works perfect for that. But when I was last talking to you in my early video on this saw, I had my echo setting right next to it, and I said, well, this one's a 50cc and this one, and then it cut out. So I'll go ahead and finish that. The echo is also a 50cc chainsaw. Well, I think it might be 51 and this one's 50, right on the money. But same thing. And both of these saws have similar power. The one thing I like about this saw versus the Echo, I love the Echo, but here's what I like about it. See how it's only got the width, which is fantastic when you're working with it. When you're getting under limbs and branches and things, whenever you're delimbing a tree that fell or something, it works fantastic. I love the pull starter. It does work good if you use the decompression valve like you're supposed to. But if any of you people are, just farm owners and people that live around in the country, and you don't want to buy a junker saw or anything, but you want to have something with quality and enough power to get the job done, I recommend this saw, or the 450 Rancher, or the 455 Rancher, 460, whatever. Those are all good saws. Some people go overkill. I see these old timers out here with 20-inch bars cutting, trees down no bigger than my leg, and that makes no sense. That's just a lot more chain to sharpen when that's all you need right there. That's all you need, 16-inch to 18-inch in southeast Missouri. Now, I know you guys out there on the west coast and up north, you guys got to have some monster stuff to take care of that. But out here, most trees don't get that big. This is all second growth, third, fourth growth. They mowed this stuff down since the Civil War in this area. So that's pretty much my review on this saw. I could start it up for you, man, it's loud. And on mine I did an exhaust modification on it. Let's see here. You can't tell, but there's a screen right there, right dead center of the screen where my thumb is, right in there. There's a screen inside that muffler. I took that out. It was a pain, but I got it out. But that keeps them from getting clogged up and stuff. It's not something I would do if I was playing in national forest or something like that. And I always highly recommend when you use saws to wear ear protection and eye protection, because no matter how tough you are, your eye is delicate as a baby's eye, and your ears, if you don't protect them, one day you'll wake up and your ears will be ringing, and they won't stop ringing. They'll ring the rest of your life. It starts out quiet, and that ringing will get louder and louder and louder. And I know this from experience because I myself am a victim of it. I started probably about 16 years ago. I started getting a little ringing in my left ear, and then by 2015 it got really ridiculous. I mean, that's when it really picked up its noise level. And then my right ear started doing it last year, and now it's starting to catch up with the left ear. So it's pennies on the dollar to protect your hearing, no matter how cool you think you are without it. You're not very cool when you can't get in a conversation with other people because you didn't hear a word they said in the first place, so you look like an idiot when you speak. And I know that from experience too. So next time you guys are out shopping and you're looking for a chainsaw, bypass Walmart and bypass all these other places or whatever, and buy something made by people who are not, living in oppression. These people that make these saws are not living in oppression yet. But they make a more quality product than what you can buy from overseas. I say overseas, I say let's say in China. You're not going to find the same quality, and you can have a more clear conscience when you go to bed at night, because the people who made this were not children. The people who made this, were not facing death if they didn't do a good job. Are just, receiving peanuts to make it, crumbs off a floor. And I'm not bashing them or whatever. I know that they're an economy that's been climbing up for 30 years, and they mean well, and the people are good-hearted people, but you're better off when you buy something that's made in a country that is not oppressive and not abuses its people, where they have a higher standard of living. Because you can't make everybody rich, but if you make everybody poor, it's over. There's no going back. It takes, I don't know. I need to quit rambling about shit. I just wanted to talk about this saw, but look what happened. So Anyway, you all have a good week. I just figured I'd come out here and finish this up because I saw my old video. So, Ozark Prepper 1 over and out.